The 1999 NHL Draft is often considered one of the worst drafts in NHL history, and it starts right at the top with the Atlanta Thrashers selection of Patrik Stefan as the first overall pick.
First overall pick in the 1999 NHL entry draft, Long Beach Ice Dogs, Patrik Stefan.
Patrik Stefan not only gives Nail Yakupov and Alex Daigle a run for their money as one of the biggest draft busts ever, he also owns one of the most embarrassing NHL bloopers of all time. But just how bad was he? In today's video, we're taking a deep dive into the career of Patrik Stefan to revisit where it all went wrong. Was his career doomed from the start? Let's dive in. What makes this pick even more glaring is the talent selected immediately after him, the Sedin twins, Daniel and Henrik, who were taken second and third overall by the Vancouver Canucks. The Sedins went on to have Hall of Fame careers, while Stefan's tenure in the NHL is remembered for unmet expectations and an infamous blunder. This stark contrast only amplifies the criticism of the 1999 draft's legacy. Patrik Stefan started his professional hockey career with HC Sparta Praha in the Czech Republic, where he recorded 9 points across 32 games over 2 seasons. During the 1997 Olympic break in the Czech League, he joined the Long Beach Ice Dogs in the now defunct International Hockey League. The IHL, a minor professional league active from 1945 to 2001, served as an alternative to the American Hockey League as a developmental system for players. Financial troubles eventually led to the league's collapse, with its remaining teams merging into the AHL. In this partial IHL season, Stefan adjusted to North American hockey, tallying 15 points in 25 games. Recognizing the potential benefits for his NHL draft prospects, he committed to a full season in the IHL in 1998-99 rather than staying in the Czech League. His first full season in North America was a mix of highs and lows. Stefan produced over a point per game, scoring 11 goals and 35 points in 33 games. He earned IHL Player of the Week honors and even had an impressive 4-goal, 5-point performance in one game. However, a concussion sidelined him for several months, costing him a chance to compete in the World Junior Championships. Despite his injury history, Stefan was highly regarded leading up to the 1999 NHL entry draft in Boston. The draft was viewed as talent-rich, with many European players expected to dominate the early picks. Stefan's skill set and potential made him the first overall selection by the Atlanta Thrashers.
Long Beach Ice Dogs, Patrik Stefan.
Even though questions about his medical history and pre-draft interviews caused some NHL executives to express concerns. However, it's important to remember that he likely wouldn't have been selected first overall if not for Canucks GM Brian Burke's shifty work. Burke swindled a series of trades to ensure his Canucks could draft both Sedin twins at the number 2 and 3 spots of the draft. Ultimately, the Thrashers would end up with the number 1 pick after they ensured Burke that they wouldn't select a Sedin. While Stefan's career might still have been considered a disappointment, the circumstances of his selection added another layer to his story. Patrik Stefan's NHL career began respectably, especially given the challenges of playing for an expansion team while carrying the burden of being a first overall pick. In his rookie season with the Atlanta Thrashers, he posted 5 goals and 25 points, and he improved to 10 goals and 31 points in 66 games during his second year. However, injuries plagued his career, and he only managed to complete 1 full NHL season. Despite flashes of potential, Stefan never lived up to the lofty expectations of a top draft selection. The 2003-04 season appeared to be a turning point. For the first time, Stefan played all 82 games, setting career highs with 14 goals and 40 points, leading some to believe he might be a late bloomer. Unfortunately, injuries returned the following season, and his production dipped to 25 points in 67 games. By this time, Stefan had settled into the role of a reliable third-line player when healthy. The Thrashers, however, decided to move on, trading Stefan and Jaroslav Modry to the Dallas Stars before the 2006-07 season in exchange for Nico Kapanen and a 7th-round pick. Stefan's lone season in Dallas was underwhelming. Limited by injuries and frequent healthy scratches, he managed only 11 points in 41 games. After his contract expired, the Stars chose not to re-sign him. Stefan then signed with SC Bern in Switzerland's National League A, but a serious hip injury limited him to just 3 games. Realizing his body could no longer endure the rigors of professional hockey, Stefan retired. Over his NHL career, he scored 188 points in 455 games, earning the unfortunate distinction of being, statistically, the most disappointing first overall pick in NHL history. However, Stefan's legacy is less about his underwhelming stats and being one of the game's biggest busts, but more about an infamous moment I'm sure he'd wish he could do differently. On January 4th, 2007, in a game against the Edmonton Oilers, Stefan made what many consider the worst blunder in NHL history. Late in the game, with Dallas leading and Edmonton's net empty, Stefan stole the puck and skated alone toward the open goal, with what appeared to be an easy empty net goal to give the Stars a road victory over the Oilers.
Stefan steals and he'll ice it. Or at least I thought he was gonna until he blew it. That's unbelievable. Here come the Oilers the other way.
Instead, the puck skipped over his stick, and he missed burying it in the net before losing his footing and trying to recover the puck, allowing the Oilers to go all the way down and score the tying goal with 2 seconds left on the clock.
Shockingly, it's Ryan Smith. Alex Hemsky makes a remarkable move, and the Oilers somehow are going to send this game to overtime as Alex Hemsky's...
The clip went viral across the sports world, and to this day still cracks top 10 blooper reels.
Stefan, you should be embarrassed for what you just did. That does not belong in the National Hockey League.
This embarrassing sequence became a defining moment of Stefan's NHL career and a lasting symbol of his unfulfilled potential. Despite his early promise, Stefan's career is remembered for that fateful mistake and the weight of unmet expectations. And there you have it, the underwhelming NHL career of Patrik Stefan that saw many ups and downs. So where would you rank Stefan in top 3 busts of all time? Is he a bigger bust than Yakupov or Daigle? Let us know in the comments. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more videos.